Hello everyone and welcome back to Valhalla. I tried playing the little game a couple more times and failed each time, so I'll just have to go to it later. Because I am going to get to try and get all the achievements in this game if I'm not playing with the other parts. There are some other things that are in the game, so even after I beat it, I could potentially get a few more scenes by playing some of the other stuff. If people want to see it, let me know. I'm going to be playing those parts by myself without that, though, for now. So, we're going to be close to finishing, I'm sure, because we're down to this New Year party, and I've already gotten 2 achievements that I felt like were towards the end of the game. So let's see what happens. You have no notification... no new notifications or reminders. Well, that's not a good start. Happy New Year! May all your wishes come true in the new bountiful year filled with health and joy. Happy New Year! Jill, I'll leave the closet open in case you want to hide from the noise. Thanks. Okay. Hold to unlock. So, I'm going to start here. Thank you. Surviving in Glitch City. The bar. What's this thank you? Weird message. Yeah, this was not showing me there. Thank you, Admin Chris. We wanted to stop the epic memeing for a while just to say thank you. Big thanks to each and every one of you who bought this game. Thank you for reaching up to this point into the game. Thanks for all your tweeting, all your questioning through Tumblr, all the emails, etc., etc. Even though we couldn't answer every single thing, we can't stress how much we appreciate all the messages we got. Thank you very much. The road was rocky, things weren't as smooth as we had hoped around the end of development. We even had some people actively trying to sabotage our work. But, like Big Match John, we beat the odds and kicked out at 2. Thanks for reading through all of our nonsense. Hope it wasn't too heavy-handed. That was Admin Furfur and Sukaban. Let's fill the world with badass cuties. This thread is closed. Weird message. Goodbye, fourth wall. I knew thee well. Surviving in Glitch City. Yeah, pretty sure we already read that, right? Any tips for a new friend in this wonderful land? Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, I did read that one. So let's go to A. The augment die is down for maintenance. Sorry for the inconvenience. Okay. I guess that was the update there. Put it over here. No, that's it. Okay. Go to quote-unquote work, then. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. Well, let's see. Gil's in the back getting everything ready. I'll go grab some food I've ordered. They only agreed to work on New Year's if I went to pick it up myself. Are you alright? I'm scared. Gabby will show up at any minute. Relax, everything will be alright. I can assure you of that. Drink something. Maybe that'll cheer you up. Maybe. I'll leave you for a bit, but keep your chin up. If you get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug? Does that work? A hug? A big one. A word for after everything's said and done. Gotta go, you can do it. Right. Everything's fine. You've been avoiding this for all these years. Now it's time to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gabby. Boss might even give me a hug. I'm okay. Hello. Gabby. come in. Excuse me. I wonder how quiet I'm going to be. Welcome to Valhalla. Hey! You talk first. No, well, some days ago, I got a letter. And even odder than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. What? My sister sent you a letter? That's the first I've heard of it. What did it say? I don't know. I never opened it. At least, not until now. Huh? I figured I should read it with you. Yeah, let's do it. Let's read it. Alright then. Sorry. Just that? Yup. Isn't there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back? This is just like your sister. I spent days worried about this letter, not wanting to open... Jesus, that's loud. For fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep and appetite thinking about it. And after all those worries, all those problems, after all these years not talking to her, she sends me a letter, a fucking letter of all things. And she just says, sorry? Sorry for what? For our fight? For not talking all these years? I know I'm fucking pissed. Are you laughing? Sorry, I just... I remembered all the times my sis provoked you that way. Like that time where she gave you chocolate labeled 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day. And you were pissed about the lack of a 3. Or that time you left an unopened beer bottle on the table. She sneakily opened it and took a sip. Excuse me. She didn't tell you she did it, and you were confused all day long. She always bragged she knew me like the back of her hand. If the letter was supposed to piss me off like that, I guess she had all the right to brag. Maybe she was being sincere, though. She didn't express to me that she was sorry on... No, she did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. She did, huh? You told me she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes the news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the parts and call it a day. But organs are different. The condition made her susceptible to transplant rejections. Not to mention artificial hearts and genetic treatments were out of the question. Yep. Thing is, apparently she suffered that since she was 18, but kept it a secret from everyone. Why? Hell if I know. I was angry to learn that she hid it. Why didn't she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? What was it? Wait, how did she live so normally then? She had to use a serum, shots near her heart, every 3 days. Apparently the serum burns like hell. The shot even left her a nasty mark where she had to apply them. So the thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark? And the rejection was what ended up killing her? The nanomachine rejection was what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable. Doctor said she might have missed a shot, or the shots made her other defenses grow weaker. The condition could have gone just gone nuts out of nowhere, or maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe it was a regular heart attack, and the rejection acted afterwards. They don't know. She kept it a secret from everyone, so nobody knows. Excuse me. Maybe if she had told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. Maybe she wouldn't have faced it alone instead of just dying in her sleep. Thinking about what ifs won't bring her back. Eh? I spent so much time hammering myself with what ifs after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just swallowed my fears at that very moment? What if I had apologized earlier? What if I had given a chance to the research institute thing back then? And the amount just and the amount just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. But today I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive, you're here. I can make amends with you, but I can't make amends with the dead. I can't apologize to her like I can apologize to you right now. Jill, Lenore, she's resting now. She's just resting after having that heart condition all these years. She didn't have to face it alone, though, if she only. So, let's celebrate her life and achievements. If we are to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we are to honor her, we'll do it together. Together. Lenore was a fun-loving person. The best we can do right now is to try to lighten up, even if it's only for a moment. I need to ask, though, did she really start to complain about chest pain shortly after I left? No. She didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. Everything was actually too sudden. She did complain about chest pains from time to time, but that actually goes way back before you left. Back then we thought it was just acid reflux or something. Gods, I even blamed her death on you. I was just too angry back then, and part of me just wanted to put the blame on someone or something. And you didn't deserve that. Sorry. Hey, I'm sorry too, you know? We both have things to apologize for. Don't think too much about it. I should have been mature and not shouted at you either, so. Let's just call that water under the bridge, shall we? Are you sure? Of course I am. So, how did you find me exactly? Eh, eh, um. Well, have you heard of a message board called. Oh god, Danger You? I have, yeah. Well, truth is that I visit it from time to time. And the other day I read a thread that discussed the bar. And the description of the bartender sounded just like you. Are you mad? No, not mad, more like dumbfounded. Hey Jill, can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked that fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Well, back then I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because your sister was with me. Sorry about that. My phone decided to ring right there. uh, Being there because your sister was with me. Had she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right then and there. And then, after graduating, I got a very good job offer that she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying it was the best for me and my future, but I was livid. Why did she have to do that? I hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she still insisted so much. Like she was forcing that burden on me. And then my became our future, and she started talking about marriage. You were going to get married? I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something she kept mentioning. Not like we didn't think about that down the line, but she mostly teased me with it. But the thought suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't going to let her decide such a big thing for me. I mean, she could be really pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to her being with her, and that was partly because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be abrasive from time to time, and it rained down on me at that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. What would have stopped her once we'd gotten married? What if she suddenly decided to craft my life to her needs after marriage? I knew her. She would do it thinking it was the best for me, but what about my freedom? Why say in the matter? So that's where you stopped loving Lenore? No, no, no. I never stopped loving her, which is why it hurts so much. But you have to understand, I didn't want to wake up 40 years old and working a job I hate. Just out of routine, getting used to it. I wanted a break from everything for a while to put my thoughts in order, regroup myself, think carefully about what to do next. I can understand. I've sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college. So that's what led you to the fighting, huh? Heh, the word fight makes it sound like we exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when I think back on it. Tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take that offer. Perhaps if I didn't overreact to her arguments about wasting this huge opportunity, maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. It could have been avoided if I had just kept a cool head and talked about that with her. My sister said something like that. Eh? I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? Should have listened to her to the end, but instead I kept pushing her. I should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. Should have stopped projecting myself so much into her. Something like that. Lenore. We are quite the hotheads, you, me, my sis. You were supposed to be the mature one, you know. Play your role correctly. Eh. But why didn't you come back, Jill? Did you end up hating us that much? Did the break include us too? No, it's just that. Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? How, did I say that? Yeah. How you didn't want to see her for fear of being scolded? But my sister wouldn't have scolded you. But I was afraid, dead afraid. I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I faced her back then, and I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. And in perspective, no matter what reason I come up with, it will never make sense. Everything sounded very stupid when I look back, you know? Not that it makes things easier. I won't ever get to speak to her ever again. And it feels bad because it's stupid. I swear, you and my sis were meant for one another. You both moved on after all that, but neither had the courage to go back and say you're sorry. Like I said, berating myself over those past mistakes won't bring her back. I miss her so much, though. We were together all the time, always talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one I could always talk to. I feel her absence every day. Everything is just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Eh? Mourning is fine and all, but we should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she would tell us that there's no fun in sulking for so long. She told you that all the time. The same way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces. Both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then. So let's have a toast in her honor, shall we? A toast? Yeah, let me get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, trust me. Let's make something to toast Gabby with, preferably something sweet. Okay. Um, well, should I make 2 of them? That's okay. Am I supposed to make 2 of these? It just okay. Grab this for a sec. Okay. Ahem. Lenore, I know you're watching from the beyond the grave right now, as I give a drink to your little sister. It's obvious to me now that we both meant to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. I can't apologize to you anymore, but I can at the very least make you rest easier. So know that I'll look out for Gabby in your absence. I'll make sure Gabby grows into a fine woman, just like you were. I'll always be there for her. I'll be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problem you and I had. Hey! Want to add anything? I'll always miss her. Don't say it to me, say it to her. That's a bit. Come on, just this once. I'll always miss you, sis. Sis. Sis, you idiot. Why did you keep that secret from me for so long? Idiot, idiot. I always told you everything. Wasn't that enough? You idiot, idiot. Ah. Hey, Jill, promise me you won't be like that knucklehead, that you won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Only if you promise the same to me. And promise me we won't fight. I can't do that. Eh? You and I are both too thick-headed. Sooner or later, we'll clash on some opinion. But what I can promise is that I won't run away like last time. We'll both cool off and talk it over like the adults we are. I am not an adult. Let's face it, you've been more mature than I have. Hey, did you mean what you said, that you'll look after me? I'll always be here for you, Gabby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but I wouldn't dare leave my little sister alone. Jill. Hey, wasn't this a toast? Right. For Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers. Cheers. So, about this drink. Can I drink it? Do you like it? Take a sip. It's not bad. Why not drink it then? You're with an adult. We might as well break the alcohol taboo here and now. I didn't put any alcohol in it, guys. Right. Now that I think back to it, didn't your sister give you a beer once as a prank? Oh yeah, that. It was an April Fool's. I should have known better when she offered me apple soda. Apple soda exists. I put bubblegum on the soles of all her shoes in retaliation. She walked funny, and my jaw hurt for the rest of the day. Yeah, but did you know you got my drink that time? Huh? She gave me a beer, and it turned out to be apple soda. Oh. Did you get back at her? Well. Oh no. No signal. I did hide all of the dildos in the house that night, only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. And as a follow-up, she used that same cucumber in a salad days later. She said, "So do you like eating me for lunch, Jill? I'll tell you when you're older. Or never at all." "Hey, Gabby, do your parents know you're here?" "They think I'm at Claire's, actually." "Who?" "Oh, she's my best friend at school." "And this Claire knows you're using her as an excuse, right?" "Of course. How would she cover for me otherwise?" "True." "Will you go to her house afterwards?" "To be honest, I didn't think that far." "Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Clary? I didn't know there was an I there. Doesn't live close by, so... Well, it can't be helped. I live nearby, and the streets aren't exactly safe at night. Why not stay with me tonight?" Are you sure?" "I don't live in a mansion, but I'd say it's comfy enough. At least to spend the night." "Sure, I'd love to stay with you." "Great. Hey, does your dad still have that bakery? His bread was really good." "Yep, he opened a second branch last year." "So he's looking to expand?" "I think he got into a partnership with a friend in the Motors District." The guy saw an opportunity after realizing Motor District has almost no bakeries. "I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. He started shouting, 'I knew it! I fucking knew you were a lesbian! Mark one for daddy!' I think he had this bet with an acquaintance of his ever since my sis was 12 years old or so. Dad says sis was into girls, the acquaintance didn't believe him. He bet a beer on whether he was right or not. That beer bottle is still in the fridge. It's even labeled Sweet Victory." Heh. Your mom and Lenore never made up, did they? I guess that one wasn't as simple as the said one too many things argument. Mom was always obsessed with high society in her circle of friends. A lesbian daughter was a no-no. I'm still on Sis's side for that one, though. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were. To Mom, the opinion of her circle of friends was worth more than her own daughter. Jesus Christ. How did she react to her death? Don't know. Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They did. They never got married, so there was no proper divorce. I haven't seen her since. August, I think? Did you two fight too? No, she just hasn't showed up. You must have felt alone, huh? I've been there. A bit, but I'm not alone anymore thanks to you. Huh? I thought there was gonna be a party here. Alma, over here. Party? A small New Year celebration. Want to stay for it? I don't want to. I don't want to. I want a kid to burden. I I don't want a kid to burden. Don't worry, you won't. You'll only get cola for the night, though. No alcohol. It'll give us time to catch up even more. I can introduce you to some friends. Are you in? If you don't mind me. Great! Hey, Alma, come here. There's someone I want to introduce you to. Hi, Kat. Okay. I guess we're getting a cutscene. Yes, Kat. You want Kat. Oh, okay. Yep, that's the end of it, guys. Writer Fernando Dama. I'm not sure how you pronounce your name. He's also the programmer. Christopher Ortiz is the character design and game art, as well as user interface. They both did game design and original concept. Did they do anything? Did anyone else do anything? Was it just these two? Nope, there we go. Michael Kelly was music. IMBA Interactive Julio Acosta sound effects. Additional sound effects was freesound.org and soundsnap.com. Okay. Cat. I'm doing something, kitty. Do you want to say hi to everybody? Is that what it is? Okay. Copy editing improve. Cassandra Kaw. There's a... Okay, Cassandra Kaw and Chris and Brian are... Okay. Kitty. Go lay down somewhere. Special thanks to all these people. Everyone who pre-ordered. You right there. I would have pre-ordered. I would have loved to have known this game was existing before it already came out. Mom, Dad, family, and friends, thanks for all your support. This is for you. One thing about this game with small amount of people working on it, the credits probably not going to be very long. Made in Game Maker Studio by Yo-Yo Games. Prologue version made in RinPy by Python. Dynamic Text Box Engine Celeb. I still cannot read that publisher name. Can we buy a vowel for the publisher's name, please? Y doesn't count. Let's get another vowel. Okay. I'm just gonna see if there's anything up these. Okay, no, don't walk into my wire. Did you have fun? The answer is yes. I actually enjoy this. Did I actually choose yes or no? No. So we don't actually get to see the thing. There are other scenes and even other customers. Yep, I also got to meet a cat boomer. Why did your boss hug you, though? Okay, there we go. She's that kind of person. Now, let's sleep. You were dozing off back there. You're right. Good night, Jill. We'll play some more tomorrow. Good night. Gracias. Sukaban Games. Well, unless there's anything more to be seen from this, I believe that's it. Valhalla is over. I'm still going to play this game to get the rest of the achievements. And when I go through some of the other parts, I might try to record some of them after I've already unlocked everything, if people still want to see them. But for now, I'm just going to do that, because I know there's a hidden drink. There's some other customers that I could get by sending out the drink. Saturday, February 25th. And I have a whole New Game Plus thing I can do. I can't believe you actually made me do that sleepover thing. You didn't have to, except, you know. Shut up. I'm having a good time. Oh my god, this is adorable. See, even Gabby is having fun. Relax a bit, sister. Yeah, whatever. You know, Alma, you remind me a bit of my sis. I do? How? You always manage to get a reaction from Jill. Sis always said that Jill acknowledging your presence is the best way to know she likes you. You're talking too much, Gabby. Aww. It's different with you, though. With my sis, Jill was more frustrated. Like this one time where she bought her a shirt that... You're talking too much, little girl. A shirt that what? That had a pic of a cucumber on it. Cucumber? Ow! Just what are you doing with my hair? Sorry, it got stuck in one of my fingers. Seriously? So I'm a bit like Lenore then. No, you just remind me of her a bit. Moreover, my sister wasn't as as ass. What this girl is trying to say is that you, with your tits and ass, you could build a Lenore and half out of the mass. That just means there's enough to share with both of you. Share? You're talking too much, Alma. Friday, January 15th. Okay, so I'm still getting cuts. Oh, okay, this is the Dorothy cutscene. So yeah, the guy had a fantasy about a woman castrating him. I tried for an hour to convince him it's a bad idea, and I finally got to him. We finally moved to the bedroom, and it turns out the guy has a weird implant where his testicles should be. It's basically a removable ball sack. I suppose the guy really liked that fantasy and made sure he could live it out properly. Dorothy Inquisition! Oh, there's Anna. I once saw a guy at the hospital in the emergency room after having been castrated to fulfill a fantasy. I wonder if it's the same guy. Anna? I have enough problems with just one, you know? Just one what? Hey, was just listening to one of your anecdotes. You told me about the Neo Tijuana thing, and now this? Don't you have a more subdued story? Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. You're an adult. You can take that much. Shut up. Well, last time I spoke with my mom, I asked her the story of her daughter. Turns out her name was Anna. Huh. And now you pretend it's a surprise. Quiet you. She fought against nanomachine rejection for most of her life. She even lost a girlfriend she made in the hospital to that same sickness. Apparently, sometime after she got out of treatment, a truck hit her and killed her. But even then, she was amazing. She was. Eh? Yeah, she kept up her studies while still in the hospital. She was a self-taught honor student. Not only that, but she also ranked among the top 5 candidates in at least 3 college admission exams. She also played the piano and guitar. Well, being confined to a room does that, I guess. I mean, fully able-bodied people can barely do half of that. But she practically accomplished all that by herself. And she also beat nanomachine rejection, a disease that only 2% of humans suffer and even less survive. It took a trucking truck to take her down. She was great, and to think I'm sort of like her sister. Silly Becky. Honey, did you say something? I did not. Weird, I swear I heard somebody call me Silly Becky. Come again? It's not uncommon for me to hear stuff from far away and think I've heard it nearby, but you're the only one nearby that knows my real name, so it was weird. Oh well, as I was saying, the ballsack guy... Oh god, Sunday, August 27th. I guess it's going to be longer than I thought, everyone. How many stories to unlock? Oh, Gillian. I guess this is where we part ways, huh? Sadly, I'm bound to this city. I can only falsify my identity effectively around here. I really want to thank you, Chief, for this second chance you gave me. If we ever cross paths again, Gil, we're leaving for like a week and a half or something. Don't be so dramatic. But and you're taking care of my apartment. We will cross paths because I live there. The time you spend setting up a useless farewell could be used asking me things about my place. like where the switches and the valves are. But I already know they're in that control panel you made. But I like talking about that control panel. I'm proud of it. Speaking of obsessive likes, Jill, stop calling Armitage. She'll take care of your four ball, well, just fine. I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about me. I've never been away from four this long. I don't want. Don't know what I'll do. You'll do fine. You did pretty well for at least 25 years before finding him. Yes, but we're leaving. Oh yeah, before I forget. I left you a box of condoms on the first drawer on the left desk. You what? You what? Hey, if he wants to bring his new girlfriend or whatever here, I want him to be ready. Oh, but just one condition. If you're gonna fuck like rabbits, stay away from my room. I have too many pics of my Emoto there, and I don't want their eyes soiled. Emo who? Little sister. Then just say little sister. Yeah, whatever. First stop, Panama. And I got the police coming in. Here you can now save heart data. Loading heart data from the little title screen or bar will let you start over from day one while keeping your items and money. Thank you for playing. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go right ahead and save over here. And there we go. So that's that, everyone. As I said, if I need to finish, if people want to see the other cutscenes that I can unlock, let me know, and then I'll play them there. Either way, I'm going to complete this game. But for now, next Wednesday, expect Sherlock Holmes to start taking its own place where this would be. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.